Sharon is coming, and I'm gonna leave this key with her. You leave this key with her.
You leave it with me, I'm gonna have a copy. I'm telling you now.
Okay, we are live.
And the manager will not let me show people the building. It's like, you can't go shoot. I was like, fine.
Oh, you want you Sean before?
We live. We are live.
So I am just going to turn this on and turn this down. Hello. Hello.
Every time you touch that,
listening
it's gonna make
to
that
the
noise.
Thommy Davis Show.
You want it?
Well, you have a coat. Hold on. All right, there you go. I'm trying to see if I don't know if I can hear the humming out there or inside of here. It's probably out there. Hello. And thank you for listening to the Thommy Davis Show. Well, I'm your co-host, Tracy Stevens. Hey, Thommy, how are you today?
Wait a minute. Where's all? Go to the app, go to the all this. What?
Thommy, how are you today? How are you today?
I'm fine.
Did you have a chance to download the app yet? Have you had a chance
That's
to download
real
the
slick.
app?
That's slick. Yes, I have the app. You know what? And it's free.
Really?
Yes.
And we sound so much better in stereo now, don't we?
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
You heard the hum disappear, didn't you?
So all those people in in radio land and YouTube land, you know what? We would love for you to what? Download the app. The only Power 410 app that you can find on Google Play and also inside of your iTunes, correct?
Right.
I think I said that.
And it's more than this show.
Right.
It's 24 hours. 24 hours.
So if you're in the
music.
if you're in the mood for jazz, we got you. If you're in the mood for R&B, we got you. If you're in the mood for calypso, mixed with a little bit of polka music, we got you.
But you just can't call the station, right? That's what you can do.
No, you can't call the station just yet because we don't take requests.
Well, we have state-of-the-art stuff that came today. Oh, wait a minute, it didn't come today.
But you know what? If you follow us on social media and if you download the app, guess what? We could probably get it for you. But if you guys refuse to download the app,
and we need followers. We need you to follow.
Right. We need you guys to follow. So not only could you see us on TV, you will hear us even better in stereo on the app. And you can call in. So you can be in stereo too.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Okay.
What we're teasing and what we're laughing about is that we started with bare essentials and this show just took off. So we're trying to keep up with the demand. People all over the world are watching the show and commenting and like, well, yeah. So we can ready to go have a pledge drive to do it. We're not going to wait for the powers to be.
Yeah. Hey, pledge drives are always good. And also, hey, you're giving an NPR, why don't you get to Power 410?
There you go.
How about that? We're all artists in some type of way. So, my art is
what?
Everything.
That's
and your art is your art
everything.
Is everything. And there's power in our voices. So, put some pennies or put some cash.
No, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do, people.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna just first let's get the phone line so that you could call in and just say, hey, ask the question of guest, or you know what I mean.
But it's $5 per question.
It's $20 per question.
It's $5. It's $5 per question with a $15 tip because there's 4 of us in here. So
y'all not getting none of that. Are you kidding?
So hey, it is what it is.
But Tracy, so I know we're gonna go through this long what you did this week.
Oh yeah, I gotta pull out my
my
calendar.
No, you can leave out scrubbing the toilet and all that kind of shoveling snow. You leave all that stuff out. Get to the good stuff.
All right, what I do this week? I don't even know what. Wait a minute. All right, I did go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show play.
Yeah.
That's my first time seeing it. Right. Well, the pre-show was a little shocking. It was called Chocolate Covered Rocky Horror, right? And it was chocolate, but a lot of it wasn't covered. That's all I have to say.
What?
Yeah, like this, it was too. Excuse my language for the people that are here. This one lady, her name was Honey.
Don't tell me it was chocolate covered honey.
And she came out. She was clothed, and then this was the pre-show. Well, the first pre-show was Little Shop of Horrors. They started singing, "Feed Me Seymour," which was good. And then
from Little Shop of Horrors. Okay,
yeah,
right.
Then some guy ran from out of the audience because apparently I thought Rocky Horror had a stripper pole in it, but apparently it doesn't. So this guy runs out of the audience and jumps on a stripper pole and started swinging around.
Wait a minute, Lance, come back here for a minute. Come here. We're gonna talk about this whole phone line thing right on live right now. I'm talking to the CEO of the station. Last week he challenged and said, "I'm gonna have your phone line."
Keep going.
Yeah, he ran out of here. He ran.
Okay. So after that, the guy jumps on the stripper pole. I thought that was a part of Rocky Horror because I never saw it before. And
you never seen a movie or nothing, Tracy? Where you been?
No, I don't watch TV.
This is 20-some years old.
I really don't watch TV.
It's not. It was a play.
No, it was a movie.
And a play.
Yeah. So I want to go see the play. So here you go. And after that, he go off. That's when Honey comes in, and Honey stripped all the way down to the point where she did a split.
You never cut the music off.
Oh, okay, my bad. Thought I did. I pushed the button. But anyway. Hey.
You're too busy chocolate and honey.
So Honey stripped all the way down to nothing. She had like black, the electric tape on her. And then she turns around, opens up her butt. Like, I want to see that.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
You said that as a question. God. I was like, I ain't done wait.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm shocked, right? And then after that, the lady who sings Fuck Shoes, she came out and she had a gallon of.
Tallulah came.
Yes, she had a gallon. But hold up, she had a gallon of Jack Daniels. Walked on the stage and she was like, "Don't." She said, "If you can't drink on a job, I expect you not to." And then she starts drinking. It's like the thing is like a gallon. She's like, by the time she got finished singing, half of the gallon was gone. I was like, can she walk? And then she had on real chill.
It wasn't real Jack.
I have no idea. But what I can say is she asked somebody to help her off the stage. And then after that, that's when the movie started.
So you saw the movie. Right.
After all of that.
Right.
And I'm like, well, the movie ain't shocking because of all this stuff that they had before that.
I thought, did you take an umbrella? I told you to take an umbrella.
No, I sat towards the back. But
that's a laugh.
But that's another thing. By me sitting towards the back, and it is the chocolate covered Rocky Horror Mom show where they were supposed to throw out water. They did not. Because black people don't like to get their hair wet, so that was the thing.
This is a regular Rocky Horror show. Right?
Yeah, but it was on the screen, but they had people in front of it acting it out,
and they were black people.
They were black people, so they did not have any water. So they didn't want to, black people don't like to get their hair wet.
So they threw chocolate in there.
No, they pretended like. That was it. So yeah, they didn't do.
So for the people that's not here or not in another country, it's real popular. People go to these shows and they dress up and they actually know the lines to the show and they participate with it. That's the whole thing about it. That's why it's still around.
Yeah.
What did you wear, Tracy?
I wore like a golf outfit. So it was black and I had like the speed like the steampunk stuff going on.
Yeah, you belong.
And it was a couple. One sang opera and the other one is an administrator at Morgan State. So when I walked up, they were walking up too. It's like, oh, it looks like you belong. And I told them it was, my first time seeing it. So
what were they dressed in?
They had on kind of steampunk too.
Okay.
I would say they were maybe in their late 60s, early 70s. And then after that, they told me they was going to ask me what I would say thought of the film, and I was like, what's calm compared to what I saw
The
before,
pre-show.
right? And it was like, oh, so they kept asking me questions and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then it was like, oh, can we have your phone number? Let's take pictures. And I'm like, wait a minute. I came here, I saw what I saw, but I don't do that.
You're not
So
a
I
prude.
left.
You was dressed like Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah. Just because I'm dressed like Wednesday doesn't mean that I want to get picked up by a couple.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
All right, what else you did this weekend?
So,
Is it going pale compared to that?
yeah. It was yeah. Oh, I went to go see the Amy Schumer. Oh, God, Lot Schuler. Wait a minute, hold up. At the BMA, American Perspective or something like that.
I saw that.
The Amy paintings,
Yes.
the Baltimore paintings. Now, the guy that was actually in the painting of the tractor, he was there.
Okay.
So it was nice to meet him. My nephew's paintings did not make it to this show because Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys has an exhibition in the Whitney. And they contracted it for another. They've renewed the contract. So the dirt bike paintings of my nephew and his friend, they're still at the Whitney. There's a big possibility that Swiss Beats and what's her name? Swiss Beats' wife might be acquiring those two pieces.
That's comparable.
That's
and
great.
What else did you do?
And Saturday, I went to the party at City View, but before that, there was a showing, and you guys watch MPT within the next week, where the Dream Big contest of this past year, they did a whole documentary about it. And this year, they asked a question about one of James Baldwin's quotes. And these kids were phenomenal. One even made a movie
from it.
Yeah, it was awesome. So they're going to replay it on MPT, I think, this weekend. And if not, you can always go on YouTube and say Dream Big 2025.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
We met the new educational director of the Lyric, and next year's question is about Harriet Tubman. So they're actually getting kids now to sign up so they can be a part of Dream Big. And they give you.
So wait a minute.
They give you a laptop, and they also
people
give
out
you
there.
500.
They can tell them how to do that.
Okay, so if you're in the Maryland area, you can go to the Lyric, Baltimore.com, and click on events, and you'll see Dream Big. And if your student is in the 5th grade to the 12th grade, anywhere in the state of Maryland, you can enter to do an essay in Dream Big. And essay doesn't mean lyrical. You can do movies, you can do a song or whatever. You just have to explain the inspiration behind the movie, the poem, or the song, and you can.
But you have to be under what?
Well, between the 5th grade and the 12th grade.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and they have 4 finalists. I know this year they had a hard time picking who it was, so they had 6 finalists, and each one got a Chromebook and $500. And they also had honorable mentions, and their honorable mentions
really
get
nice.
$100.
That's really nice.
Regardless,
So
if you're in the
keep
5th
us
or the
upgraded
12th
so we
grade.
can tell them what the deadline is, so they miss out with it and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get Miss Denise to come here and talk about it.
Sure.
So I'm going to ask her to see when she has time. But those kids were phenomenal. Like the one kid, he did like a poem. I think he was in the 5th grade. It was fantastic, and he was explaining why he didn't understand racism. So that was awesome. And there was an Asian, there was an Asian lady. I think she was young woman. She was like in 11th grade, and she was second generation Asian, and she was talking about how she had to fight so hard to be seen as an American opposed to an Asian American. It was really, really good.
So she didn't want to be identified as Asian.
Oh no, she wants to be identified
So she's an Asian
as an
American.
Asian, but just because she's Asian doesn't mean that she's not an American.
Like I'm black, but doesn't mean.
So
What? I'm trying to understand this.
So
she
when
wants
people,
to be just American. She doesn't want to be identified
no,
as like I get tired of saying you are African American. Like, you know what? But I'm American. Stop putting that in the front of it.
right. If you come to America, if you put money inside of the taxes in America, if you add to America, period, you should be seen as an American, opposed to when you think
That's
about
discrimination
when
do
you
that.
when you think about chocolate, most people don't say, "Oh, milk chocolate, light chocolate, white chocolate." It's just chocolate. So she was like, if this is supposed to be America, the Great American Melting Pot, why are we so separate?
She ain't been
Why
here
am
long.
I?
She ain't been here that long, has she?
Just because, but the thing is, just because it's happening doesn't mean that's right.
No.
Right. So being here for a long time. Yeah, I'm just putting it out there for those who out there.
I know. I didn't want you to get on your soapbox.
I always get on my soapbox. Well, it's my time to get on my soapbox. But anyway,
I can't even read the comments. I'm gonna move that.
And then I went to the thing. I went to Deep Sugar. I had a long Saturday. So after that, I went to Deep Sugar. And
for those who are listening, this is her life every day. This is not just this weekend. This is every day.
Pretty much every day. Yeah. So I get
I'll be scared to ask her what she
4 or 5 hours worth of sleep sometimes.
That's a good life.
It's a vampire life. She's in for it.
I'm really 120 pounds.
I did see you there. I did see you there.
So it was nice. Melvin Gentry did his thing.
It was on the chain. It was wow, refreshing.
Big ups to Byron because he carried that, and Mish too.
Mish, right.
Yeah, I had to think about
So you was there early.
I was going to call her. Yeah, because I was going to call her Michelle. But I told Byron that I was going to try to get there for the majority of his set because I always get 5 minutes.
Right.
So I got there around 12.
Okay, you was there for a long time.
Yeah.
But, I ain't coming to 1 and you was there.
Yeah, and I left my popcorn in the house, so I was everybody's like, "Where's my popcorn?" Oh, because for Halloween,
yes,
I dressed up as popcorn.
No.
Yeah.
What?
So,
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Was you there in the club wearing as popcorn?
Yeah, I had on the popcorn shirt. You know how the front of the popcorn, the white popcorn thing with the stripes. Yeah. I had on the shirt, and then I also had on the popcorn socks where it said popcorn. I had a popcorn, like a tub of popcorn with me, and my hat that I had on literally had actual popcorn on it.
So you had on you was chocolate covered popcorn.
I was popcorn from head to toe, and people were like,
"That's unique. That's unique." I like that.
Where's the popcorn? I was like, well, I didn't know. Number one, I didn't know if I could bring the popcorn in there, and you know how many people we talked to. And everybody would have been talking over the top of that popcorn, so I would have been able to. Because popcorn, I would have ate it.
I came from Rocky Horror. See, I came as that. Wow, that sounded like.
Yeah,
that's from Rocky Horror. So one of the main lead characters is a transvestite. So I said, let me throw these boots on and stuff like this and a fur coat. And they wasn't ready, Tracy. They was not ready. And everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, you see Thommy? How did you dress him?" I'm like, "No, I didn't dress Thommy." But hey, I had on 5.5 platform shoes. I was so afraid I was going to twist my ankle. I said, it's over. I twist my ankle. And this club has steep steps going up.
Yes, it does.
But it's an after-hour party. It really don't start till 11 till 4. And time went back, so it was 5. It was an extra hour. Right.
And I think I looked like around 3:30.
Real 3 or
it was
at 2 o'clock it went back.
Yeah, the back was 3. So I was like, I look around 4:30. Jeez. And I made it to church on time.
You always vampires had no problem with that.
I was like, yeah.
So I did. So we was at that together, and I think I did. Me and our guest, I sat with her at the center, so we were introduced her. So that was nice.
I'm just trying to make sure everybody's lit up because you look like you're washed out.
That's all right. You can't wash me out. Leave it alone.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay.
I don't care. This is a radio show.
I just want to look washed out.
That's
all right.
Well, you're not used to seeing me. You're used to seeing a black spot.
Well, no, because now you look. What? You look really like you put baby oil on your face. You're shining.
And let's see how you look.
You see?
You like black popcorn.
I look I'm almost well done. Almost well done popcorn.
Well done.
So Tracy, this week I had met with Katasha, who told me that you need to go do this. She knows, me and Katasha do a lot of stuff for the seniors and senior citizens. Senior centers. So we go around because they're almost sometimes need other things. Families, they just get busy. Families have other families and they get you busy. So we go around bringing cheer, joy, socks, whatever, to them. We even did a play for them before that I wrote. It's like, okay, let's do it. So she said, you got to go meet Rose. And I said, what? She said, then I said, no, you're going to meet Rose. I said, oh, it's like that, right? So I did, of course, because, me and I do a lot of stuff together, like me and you, Tracy. So if you say do something, like you drag me to stuff. But you know what? You didn't have to drag me to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I didn't know you was going to go. Because you could have went with me and saw
you told me after you was dressed, you sent pictures.
Oh yeah, and so you can see Honey open up her booty. But go ahead.
What? I just got it out of my mind. Really? So anyway, Katasha is so much caring. So I said she knows that I'm the same way. So she said you gotta meet her. And she told the whole story, and I said, okay, fine. I called her and went down there to meet her. And y'all are going to meet her today. So Miss Rose Hamm and you brought his legendary historian guest with you.
Most definitely.
So first of all, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. You told me, we talked for a while about the whole history, and I'm trying to show a gentleman with his name, full name, last name.
Lester.
Say it again.
Lester Waxter.
Really? Lester Waxter?
And you make jokes about that. Too bad, haven't you?
well, we're gonna go more. So in general, this is a senior, I want to say recreation center because that's how they describe it when I looked online. Or they describe it, but it's a place for seniors to go for activities and stuff. And you're going to explain it better than me. So tell our listeners what it is. It's a nice older building so you're going to be really intrigued about this. I want y'all to listen to this and listen to what they're doing. This is fascinating.
Well, it's the Waxter Senior Center. It's located in the 1000 block of Cathedral Street, Baltimore, Maryland. And Lester has a really good background on the center. It was built in 1974. And originally, correct me if I'm wrong, Lester, it was built for Caucasians back in the day. All right, not us. per se.
Yeah.
And it also served as a location to reintegrate persons coming in from other countries to be able to have employment, to learn skills on how to keep the house clean, how to do some other things, personal body items and cleanliness. But they also offered activities for seniors to enjoy themselves, different types of classes. And we have carried on since 1974 to this year of 2025. The building itself is on some very valuable property in Baltimore City. It's owned by the city. So therefore, there are quite a few things that have happened over the years where there was not upkeep of the building because of the valuability of the land itself. And we're at a crossroads right now where the city is making a decision to hopefully sell that property. And if they sell that property, then the city will make a lot of money, not only from the property, but from the revenue that they will collect over time. So that means that the tenants who are us, those seniors that belong to the center now, would have to leave and go to another location. So the other location that they want us to go to is really not what we're accepting. The only thing that the seniors are going to accept, and this group of seniors calls themselves the Waxter Warriors.
I like that.
Oh yeah, and they're for real too. It's just grand to see them in action now, because you're looking at some seniors that may not have done anything, and now they're up protesting and handing out flyers and talking about the center and getting some PR done that's really needed. So what we're saying is that we're not going. The only way we would go is that you need to patch the center up as it is now and give us a brand new center. Or you can also redo the entire center where we are now, and then make sure that we're coming back in there. Am I on target somewhat here, Lester?
You're absolutely correct.
Okay. And we have a lot of exciting things to do there. And I know one that you liked.
Right. Look.
We have pole dance instruction for our seniors. And it really is an excellent class because it helps you to develop muscle control. It helps you to focus on certain parts of your body that you need to strengthen without having to swing around the pole or climb the pole. We even go to PoleCon, which is a convention. Matter of fact, it's been held here in Baltimore for the past 2 years. We performed at PoleCon.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is there a website where the people can write? Just our listeners right now probably trying to Google you. They try to Google the center.
Well, nothing's going to show up there. You might want to go to Moxie Moves on Instagram. That's where you will see a lot of our classes. You can go to Rose Travel LLC on Instagram, and you'll see a clip there of myself along with others from the ages of 20 up to my age, which is 80. We did a...
Y'all can see her, she does not look 80. So some of that budget went to plastic surgery, right?
Oh, no. It's called a washcloth, soap,
right?
A little bit of Vaseline.
Right, don't crack. Right? It just doesn't.
And just taking good care of yourself. That's what it's all about.
And all these things the center offered for the seniors.
Oh yeah, that sewing classes, crocheting,
ceramics,
oil painting,
yeah.
Gardening. We have
computer
class. That's right.
Yeah.
Is that Katasha?
Yeah.
Katasha. And it's a variety of classes. We have music classes where you can learn instruction on different musical instruments.
Wow.
We had a choir. We have a choir when they're there. So and we have a state-of-the-art physical fitness center.
Yeah.
So all this is located there. We did have a pool, but the forefathers decided that they weren't going to repair that pool. That pool has been down for
that's why you're here.
years. That's why we're here. The pool was put in to be repaired in 2011, and the mayor then Rollins asked that be a part of the repairment order because they wanted to close us down then. So since 2011 and before 2011, the pool has not been in operation, and that was a big drawing card. The seniors enjoyed the fact that they could come from water aerobics. And the pool is small, but it's large enough to do a lap or two. So
this thing is important. And so are you? We're in a struggling thing. I'm gonna wait for him to say it. Then all right. I'm gonna introduce him because you know I was great. Go there, right?
I'm ready for you. Ready.
Well, let's first. So let me tell the people that was what's so interesting and why Katash continued to go.
Okay.
So I get down there. These senior citizens protested with signs and everything. Yeah. Wheelchairs, walkers, ministers, just out to actually try to get people to pay attention to the center that they want to keep it.
That's right.
And that is intriguing. I tried to get some of the footage to transfer the audio. It was local. I should have sent it to Tracy. But it was amazing. I looked at pictures, and they are actually out there with signs, standing there downtown, almost in front of City Hall.
That's right, in front of the health department. We come under the health department, and it's called the Department of Aging, and they're located downtown.
See?
Yeah.
Wow.
And can I just say something?
Yes, you may.
What's really powerful is that these members of the center really have a purpose. Not that they didn't have a purpose before, but now they have something to really fight for. We had one member come up to me who would always come every day, go to the food service area, sit and just talk. That's all she wanted to do to get away from where she was. And she came outside and she was handing out pamphlets, talking to people about the center. And she says to me, the Waxter Center gave me my life back. And to hear someone say that, it means a lot. So there's a purpose of why we're doing something. They want to be successful now. And see, the city didn't think that we were smart, bright enough, and willing to go this far with everything. They thought that we were going to be seniors that just sat back in a hole and accepted the same thing all over again. And we decided, no, it's time to do something different.
Bravo,
and we are.
Bravo.
Thank you.
And it's not because I'm a senior now. So I want you to know. So let's get to your guest, and so we can hear the history, because I'm quite sure look, I'm looking across from him, but I'm gonna let you introduce and explain.
Okay. Lester Buster worked with the city government for over 30 years. And he started out when Schaefer was our mayor. And if anyone is on and listening, if they remember Schaefer, then those were the days when things got done in the city. There was no ifs, ands, and buts. So I give you Lester Buster, big time Q in Baltimore City, and a wonderful past president of the Waxter Auxiliary.
Thank you very much, Rose. It's funny because this is not the first episode that the Waxter Center had in trying to save the building. Some time ago, there was an effort, and I was serving as president, to remove us out of the building, and the city wanted to basically sell it. The idea was that they wanted to build 90 efficiency apartments in the current building, build a 2-story building on a parking lot. And that parking lot with the 2-story building would be the new Waxter Center. Well, the people didn't agree with that. So we did a number of things. One, we went to the congressman's office, which since passed. We also went to City Hall because the facilities in the center were also in awful shape. The bathrooms could not be used because of the odor and because of the fact that tops of them were off and a number of things. So we took pictures of the bathroom and I wrote a letter with all of the signatures of all the members on the board to the current mayor at the time, Stephanie Rawlins Blake. And we said to her that if we were sure that she would want her grandparents to be in a facility such as the Waxter was and the way it looked at that point in time. I even asked for an opportunity to present ourselves a little clearer and decided maybe it would be better if we went in person. So I brought the idea to the board, all of whom were over 60, 70, and 80. Some were using wheelchairs, some were using walkers, and some was able to navigate them themselves. So what we did was City Council, which represented all the districts in the city of Baltimore, met on Mondays at 6 o'clock. So we got a school bus, a yellow school bus, and it was raining that day. We had members on the school bus, drove down to City Hall, and I went into City Hall and asked the guard to come out and help us to get these people out. One to come and speak to their legislative members who were members of the city council. Of course, that caused some confusion, but they came out and so all of the members on the bus were escorted to city council and they took their seats. As president, I had asked that I be allowed to share the pictures that we had taken. I told them, no, they already seen them. But I did get the opportunity to speak to the Board of Estimates, which comprised at that time the mayor, the president of the council, and other members, to talk about what we wanted to be done in the center and how we wish that they would assist us in doing that. They immediately said that the person who was in charge of this, I think his name was Mr. Sharkey, he was in charge of all facilities owned by the city in Baltimore. His office ran all that. Mr. Sharkey was in the building that day, in the meeting that day, and had came down to front to speak to the membership over us and the city council. It was agreed that a staff member from his office would be assigned to come to our meetings and listen to the kind of issues and current problems that we were having. They did that. The young man came up every single meeting that we had. And all of the issues that we asked for were basically done when they said, quote, we had the money. When they didn't have the money, of course, they didn't do that. I point that out because 2 blocks down from where the Center currently is, I think it's Preston and Cathedral, there's a 12 or 13-story building of students going to either University of Maryland, Coppin State College, I think some from Oregon. And we wondered whether or not that was the group that they wanted to put on where the Waxter Center was and where we would be on the parking lot. Some of us said maybe that was the reason why we didn't get it. However, the place is there, the students are there, and it continue to happen. They take the students from the building to the individual school, still do that. This is so important because many of the people who come to the Waxter Center on a daily basis, this is the only place they have to go. The children are gone, they're older, the people in the neighborhood are moved. I, for instance, live in the same house I lived when I was 18 years old. I'm now 91, so obviously all of the people that I knew are pretty much gone. I have other things that I do, so Waxter is only one of them, but there are many, many people who don't have it. Waxter is the only thing that they have, and that's why we are so concerned about where they put us. The place that they wanted us to see, went over to see, was a former garage. And the reason I know that is because one of the jobs I had to do was to go around and evaluate those city buildings on a contest, and that was one of the buildings that we visited. So I'm very familiar with them on 20th Street. We decided that it's best to make people aware of, one, our concerns, and two, the fact that we do not wish to go to any place that's worse than the place that we're already in. If the city decides to talk about doing some extensive renovation, and that during that period of time, when that's done, at the completion of it, we will be allowed to come back until something brand new will be built, then fine. Rose has indicated that there are several buildings around the city that could probably meet this. And one of them would be on the corner, I think it's Mosier in Utah. There's a school. McMacken in Utah. Right?
Yes.
The school has been closed for some time. There's a brand new school when they built it. It was an elementary school. In fact, the reason I remember it so well, I ran a program under Donald Schaefer's administration called Adopt a School program. That was one of the schools that was adopted. It was adopted by the Masonics, who were 1307 Utah Place. And the idea was to get Black men into the schools, to get them seeing what they could do to help to make schools better, and they did. So over the years, for whatever reason, that school has been closed. So that's one facility that may not need as much money as the current one that we have. We contend that there are other opportunities, but there's no conversation talking about these possibilities, suggestion that maybe that they are. I hope that gives you some idea. All I'm saying is this is not just new. This is not just started. We have been doing this for the longest time. I served almost 8 years as president, and the entire time I was president, it was a constant fight every day on trying to get Baltimore City, and that's through, I think, 3 different mayors. And we were not able to be successful. So consequently, you heard what Rose is talking about now. It's almost like she picked up where we stopped and still running that same fight to try to have something for something for people who are elderly, to do something other than stay in their home and die. And if they don't have something to do, they will do just that. And I think that in this time, 2025, we should let that happen. And the only way that we can change it is if some people listen to the fact that there is a tremendous need for things to be done differently than they were done in the past. People are fighting every day with what's happening in Washington. We don't want to even get that. We want to try to do something in Baltimore, and hopefully there's a way in which the city and the citizens, older citizens in their 80s and 90s, can come to some kind of understanding that we can remain in the center, in a center that's decent, one in which the people who we work with now would want their moms or their grandmothers or grandfather to be able to come, and not into the kind of situation that we see. I hope I didn't talk too long, but just give an idea.
No, sir.
You hear
No,
some
you didn't.
passion in my voice, because I have been fortunate. I have had all these things available to me that other people have not. And that's why I think it's so important that somebody takes the time to think that you've got to get these people out of their homes and into some kind of facility, some kind of program in which they can enjoy with each other. And if there's no more, as Rose said, sometimes some people just come in just to want to talk, because there's nobody to say good morning, good evening, how you feeling, do you have anything I can do to help you? They don't have that. They look at 4 walls. I won't say that everybody, but many of them sit and look in those apartments. That's all they have.
Mhm.
We want to be able to get out of it, help them get out of it, number one, from the apartments to the center. And we want the center to serve the community like they was doing before. One of the things that we really, really want, at the beginning, Rose mentioned water. That was the most popular program that the center had, water aerobics.
Mhm.
The ladies would come up, some of them probably needed this, but the ladies would come up, they go into the pool, and it was directed by the individual, helping them to do exercises in the pool and not, stress their body that much. But that was so important, so interesting that people almost lined up to sign up for the class, because you couldn't get only so many in it. But that's just one thing. I'm going on, but
No,
I hope to get the
this is important.
get the sense
Let me
that
say this. It's they're really trying to erase our history. They can't erase you guys. You are living history. And there's some kind of reciprocal things that the world do. Listen, if you listeners out there and you're 20 or 30 or something like this will be you. So if we don't protect these things, you will inherit nothing. You will be sleeping on a box somewhere, or just alone. These centers help people that fought in wars, people that fought for rights that you have now. There should be more respect for them. It should not be something that the city administration people feel like it's not important. This is standard humanity. This is what we need to do as a culture. This is what we need to do as Americans. I just happen to go with Katasha, the different things, and someone light up just the fact that somebody's come in and talked to them.
That's it.
So if you have a senior parent and you don't know what to do with them, these centers is where you could go and interact with them and with your parent or your aunt or your uncle or your whoever.
You're right.
It's real important to have that kind of respect for what people have done all these years, and we're starting to forget that as a culture. So that's why I invited you to the show,
Thank
because I
you.
think it's very important.
Thank you.
And, it's part of what the morality of this country is lost.
Right.
We have to claim it.
That's right.
Let me just throw in one more thing
Mhm.
before I forget it, because you get old, it goes out there.
No, don't tell me that. I'm right here.
In 1974, when the building was actually began, it had the knowledge of being the only place in the country,
That's right.
not just Baltimore,
That's right.
that a senior can walk into
Mhm.
and can get medicine, law, have the finances helping. Anything that person needed that was in the community was in that one building. And they used to call it One Touch Helping Center. We had people who came from other countries, in Japan, in Europe, to come to visit the Senior Center in Baltimore because it was so unique. Now that same center from 1974 to 2025, we're in bad shape. Now, the question you ask yourself is why? I don't know that why. If I knew, I'd tell you. But I do know that a lot of changes happened over the years, many of them political, some of them because of money and I guess other reasons. But I say that there is no reason why that center, the way it was to where it is now, been allowed to deteriorate as much as it has done. And to me, it's awful.
Can I just say something in reference to that?
Yeah.
In all of my research that I've done, what I have seen again, because of the value of the property,
Mhm.
that the importance of upkeep was not done, because each time they've tried to come in and close it down because something was wrong with the center, we fought to keep it open. But in all my documentation, it goes back to the value of the property and what the city can get for it. And like we're saying, we don't care. You can take it. You can tear down the building. But in a 2-year time period, you can give us again a state-of-the-art, multi-generational, one-stop shop location for the seniors of Baltimore. I just have to say this. What really bothers me is that The seniors in the building, those members of the auxiliary board, are not involved in the decision making about our lifestyles until after the fact. After someone has decided, oh, we're going to go put you over here at Sisson Street in the Remington redistricting area that is going to be torn down anyhow in 2 years or more for a new little city in that area. Or you need to go to this senior center that's all the way across town, maybe like about 10 miles away. And in that center, they're having some of the same mechanical problems, air problems. So a good example is we are a, what do you call it when you, cooling center for the summertime. Well, this summer, the air conditioning system did not work. Let me just say, the air conditioning system has been on the bill to be repaired since before 2011. So that means that every summer we have had problems with the air conditioning center, but have been able to make it. The center was closed half day, but the information that went out is that the Waxter Center is closed. So that's called divide and conquer. Your people don't come, they go other places. Then that shows a low enrollment. And you're saying, yeah, well, why should we pour any money into this place? We don't have that many people there. So, I mean, I'm seeing that it's by design, and I understand that too, but it should not be on the shoulders of seniors. It should not be on the shoulders of anyone, not in the United States, and not where we pay taxes, and not where we can determine who's going to go into a certain position in the city when it comes time to vote. And I think people have forgotten that. But we haven't, as a powerful force that we know we are not only now, but will be when the next election comes around.
So tell us, how did this protest begin?
Okay. The protesting began out of the fact that we were not respected by certain members in the Department of Aging and the Department of Health and some other locations. When they came to us to meet with us to tell us where we were going without asking us, where would you like to go? What would you like to have happen? And then to sit there and say, oh, the building is only 70% air quality. What? You just put your foot in your mouth. You have allowed seniors, older adults, which range from 55 up, to be in a what we call a hostile situation. So what was the air quality like in the dead of summer? In the dead of summer. Now you want to put us in a location where you're going to put all this money in there because, first of all, I took paint samples, I'm kind of high lead content, not ADH compliant at all. Which means now you may have to put $1 million, $2 million in there to get this center up and ready for us. We were supposed to be out of the Waxter Center by the end of November. All right. We now have gotten a stay until May of next year. So once we did these demonstrations, once we went to look at the building, we came back and met with the general body and asked, who is ready to do something different instead of sitting around and accepting this? And out of that, we had approximately 40 people to come to a meeting that same day. Out of that group, they gave out these different names and they voted on the names and came up with the Waxter Warriors. And then we pulled out the paper and folks started making protest signs that same day.
Wow.
The next day, we went to Cherry Hill for our first demonstration. And it was only 4 of us, I believe. But it was very powerful because no one from the health department or the Department of Aging expected us to be there. expected us to stand there and do what we did. So that sent out a note of, I think we've knocked on the wrong door this time. I think this is going to be a problem. And since that time, we have demonstrated at least 6 different times in different locations, to the point that we were even at a function at Martin's West, and I knew that the officers on duty were looking dead at me and came over to me and said, can you please collect all the pamphlets that you're handing out to the people? Well, these are pamphlets that explain what the Waxter Center is all about. Only $25 a year. It gives you this and that for $25 a year. And in doing so, I told them, I said, yes, I'll be more than happy to collect the pamphlets. And then they said, well, the state's attorney is going to say something about you all in this luncheon. It was around about 1,300 people there. And true enough, he said, I don't understand why they want to close the center, but I need to find out why. And I'm here on your side.
Mm-hmm.
So that even gave us more reason.
Yeah.
There were about 30 of us there to get out and protest. So yes, we have with walkers, wheelchairs, just out there doing whatever. We even have some seniors that have jobs, so like they have to be there around 1:30 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
They come and demonstrate, take their Waxter Warriors shirt off and go on to work. So we're stomping the grounds. Matter of fact, we'll be stomping the grounds in front of the center on Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to have them out there on Wednesday.
Can you have other people that are not seniors or not members come and join you in
They
the
can
protest?
come and join us in the protests. They can also come to the center and join the center. Because we really have a lot of good things going on, not only during the daytime, but the center can be rented in the evening for affairs. We do a lot of trips. We just have a good time. We've got a great group of people there.
Well, that's how I met them. Actually, the week before, I think.
Yes.
We had Dominic.
Yeah.
And the models, and that's what made me come to the center.
Yes, yes.
For that day, for the young designers and fashion and artists.
Yes.
So this space was amazing what they did with it to do it. This building itself doesn't look as old as it is.
It is.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It really does. And I know from talking to you that y'all have invested your own money. You didn't wait for some stuff. You replaced things that you did not want to wait for.
Right. As a part of the auxiliary, we get the interest from a amount of money that was left in the name of the Waxter family. Mm-hmm. And we get that interest once a year during the summertime. That money is to be used for the seniors in the center to make sure that they have what they need. So if a teacher needs supplies and there's not enough money in the general budget or whatever, or they need something right away, they can come to us and we'll purchase those items for them. If something breaks down, and we've had that problem so many times, where the Department of General Services comes in and says, oh, we can't fix it. Yeah, it's no good. You got to get rid of it. Well, if we get rid of it, we're not going to get a new one. So we have had to pay to get the ice machine redone. We have paid for painting. We invested along with part of the money from the general fund to have new curtains put up in the building this year. We have gotten the floors fixed. We've paid to have the floors clean. So if a person really wants to go on a trip and we know that they cannot afford it, and we'll pay for that person or pay a portion for the trip so that everyone can go and enjoy themselves. So yes, we have a block of money that we spend when we have to. I just met with the sewing instructor today, and there's some things that she needs. Matter of fact, we paid for trips for classes to go to different locations, especially the pottery class up in Pennsylvania, so they can buy their items that they need. So, yeah, we put money back, and we have, look, we have paid teacher salaries because at one time they came through Baltimore City Community College, but at some point that stopped through the city. All of our instructors are volunteers that get a small stipend. Some classes are free and some classes are not. So when money comes in from when you join the center or you pay for the classes, that money goes into the auxiliary pot. So we give it back by paying salaries or just giving a donation to a person that's teaching, because we don't feel as though they should be volunteering 24/7 the way that they do. And that should have been something that the system should be paying for as far as we're concerned.
So let's talk about this. When I went to your workout center, the gym, it's state of the art.
Yes,
it is. What?
Yes, that's right. And it's included in the $25 membership fee
a year.
So
and it's not limited to seniors.
It's not limited to seniors.
And you can get in from what time to what time?
8:30 and 8:30 to, right now it's 8:30 to 4:30, but with special arrangements, you can stay until 8:30 at night, because we have to have a guard on duty 24/7 there.
Of course.
So we have people that come in all the time for physical fit. Oh, it's state of
the art.
We have a weight room.
Yeah.
We have a room with all of the mechanical machines in it.
Now wait, $25.
$25.
A year.
And you also help the center.
That's right. You help the center. Plus we have the pole room.
Yes, plus the pole room. So she showed me the pole, and of course I ran up to the pole, right?
Yeah.
You know, right? And she said, no, you might, and I realized I don't have no lessons. I would kill myself trying to do it. And things that look easy are not.
You have to come back.
There's one more thing.
Line dancing too.
I was going to say that, but for those brothers out there who think they're pool shots.
Oh, that's right.
Who used to do well with that. We have 2 pool tables, and we run different kinds of tournaments.
What? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And for those who think they can play pinochle
and
bid whist, they also have tournaments for that as well.
Yes.
So it's other things.
And so if you don't want the workout, there's $20 for the whole services in the building?
Yes,
so that's not limited to seniors.
Oh no. So let's say if we started the evening program like we did have before, you don't have to be of senior age to come in, which is a good thing. And it's even good if we have maybe 1 or 2 evenings a week, because seniors that are taking care of children during the daytime, they get that free time in the evening. And so that means that they can come in the evening time to partake of a class, to do the weight room, whatever, physical fitness. And we have a fine young lady there, Misha, who was with Dominic, and she teaches all of our aerobic programs there at the center. So yeah,
so I was there for Dominic, who was teaching a new model. So you got a young lady that is very young, and you want her to get into fashion design and stuff like that. It's like all this stuff is there.
That's right.
So when Tracy, you been trying to say something?
I'm sorry,
I've been trying to say something.
Normally you just jump in.
I'm sorry, Tracy.
That's why I kept putting my finger up. So
I didn't see it.
Is that what that was? I thought you was on the altar.
Oh. Yes, Tracy.
Tracy,
are you sure? All right. So as far as that is concerned, you actually have a liaison. Do you know who your liaison is? You need to contact your liaison, because your liaison actually pushes things in the right direction so you don't have to do so much work. Her name is Sharita with Thomas. After that, you can actually get in touch with Larry Nunley. Larry Nunley actually worked for the Baltimore City DPW, and with DPW, he actually fights for the seniors. So his name is Larry Nunley. Also, if you go towards,
Wait a minute, you're going so fast, you can't write it down.
I don't have much time.
That's okay.
What time is it?
Also-
What time is it?
Because y'all still want to talk. It's only
What time is it?
it's 8:40. Also for the state of Maryland, you can contact the Maryland Access Point, which is MAP, that also gives money and also information to seniors. That's called Maryland Access Point. So you can just go ahead and contact them. Also, check the Catholic Charities of Baltimore give money to seniors also, as far as ADA is concerned. And if you contact CBS News, anybody at CBS News, they will give you community time, so you can sit on WJZ and talk about it, and they will replay it over and over again. And if you have a GoFundMe, they will actually put that on their website, so that way people can actually fund you. Also, the city of Baltimore has a settlement of $44 million that needs to be invested within the next 4 years, so they can do sidewalks and curbs and things of that sort. So when you contact Larry Nunley, tell him about that so they can actually get the stuff together for your ADA compliance. And also there's an assertive technology guarantee loan program. So if you sign up for that, you can actually get a loan, and in that stipend that the Waxter Center gives you, you can actually start paying the loan off with that stipend. So that way you don't have to pay for anything out of your pocket. You can actually use the fund to do it. And also the people that actually has the Waxter Center funds, ask them where they're investing. And can you use a portion of that money to invest it yourself? So that way you can contact Brown Associates. They usually do big money clients, but if you go to them and you explain your story and show them the interview that you did on WJZ, hint, hint, they will actually take you as a client. Again, you can start living off of the residuals instead of the actual investment. That way you don't have to wait once a year. You can pull from the interest from that investment and get things done.
Okay.
Tracy, where are you getting this from? Is it online?
From
I mean, is
Facebook.
it from Facebook? Is it on YouTube? What?
No, it's online. I used to work for the city of
You researched it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I used to
Okay.
work for the city of Baltimore.
That's
I
what
used
she
to work
does.
in liaison department, and Larry Nunley is still there. So Larry Nunley, that's Larry,
I know him.
and you
You know him? Okay.
let him know about all the things that I told you. And if he has any questions, he can call me.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tracy Stevens, Tracy Stevens, he knows me, has my number.
Yes. So, I mean, you're going to see some residual. I'm going to bring in Katasha.
But I'm sure you,
Yes.
make sure you
Because
contact Claire.
One of the things she is
I do. I have
really
it in.
to do is to bring some other activities to you.
I
And
know.
was shocked. I mean, you got her to do it. That means she really believes in
Look, she has really helped me.
it.
She's like a backbone. A backbone. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, Tracy.
No problem.
She's not going nowhere.
No, Katasha's coming on.
I know. I said she's not going nowhere.
That's no problem.
I gotta get some.
Oh, I thought you were talking, you wanted to go on.
Tracy, we gotta get a heater. This thing is freezing in here.
That's why I wore a flannel shirt.
That's why I wore this jacket. I was like, oh no.
This is like real flannel.
Okay.
Oh, y'all gotta talk because you remember y'all on
Yeah,
radio.
Yeah.
This is
Well, you come to the mic. Come to the mic. Come. It's a vampire mic. That's what Tracy was. So you should be comfortable. Say something. Say something. No. Keep it where it's blocking your face. You don't want to talk down. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So we have Katasha is also like the treasurer for like the Minds of Big Festival, and then she's also the whip master for senior stuff that she has. We running around dressing in Santa costumes and stuff like that. She's also I'm an elf with her doing that, and we so she when she came, and I was shocked that God works in amazing kind of ways.
Yes.
They weren't correlated. So Tasha's been talking about this for a long time.
Yes.
And so she has some expertise in it, and she developed about these programs. So I'm going to let her explain it because it's about time.
So,
Sojourn the truth.
so so I have been a senior advocate for a very long time. And it actually started when I'm not even gonna go back that far, but I will because, everything happens for a reason. Just like you said, Thommy, things are kind of like God ordained or whatever. So my grandma had I found out first that she was having dementia and Alzheimer's because I would ask my mom. My mom was working at the time, and my mom was taking care of her. So it was, all of us. My mom took care of her for years because, that kind of thing happened. And so
That's what she would get us. Yeah.
she
These mics are sensitive.
And so, long story short, my grandma was like, "My girl gotta go outside." I'm like, "Yeah." My mom come home like, "No, I didn't tell that girl she could go out there." I was like, "Oh, something's going wrong," because my grandma would never lie. And I was like, "Grandma's out," and "Oh, your grandma lying." So it was a whole big thing. And so my mom realized that something was really going on with her. So we had to put her in a nursing home. So that's where it all started. And my mom, she just didn't want to do it, but she had to work, and I was too young, to take care of my grandmother. And so when I would go to the senior centers where she was, I noticed that there were so many people there who were never having visitors. Like they would come in and nobody would visit. So, I was like, "Mom, can I bring them something? Can I do something?" So that's where it all started.
Yes.
So, I would, making crafts then when I was a little girl. So I would make keychains and little things, and they would just light up when we came in and we paid them attention. So that stuck with me. And when I got older, I said, I got to do something for seniors. So, it was on and off and on and off. And then, I had a business that, kind of like went away right before during COVID, where it was called Savvy Senior Shopper. And I would go into seniors' homes and, just assess the things that they wanted. And at that time, I was also teaching at Baltimore City Community College. I was teaching the elder population, and that's how I got associated with the Waxter Center, because I started teaching classes at the Waxter Center. I started teaching craft class.
This is years ago. This is
years ago.
Okay.
Years ago, I was teaching. I wrote. They needed classes for the senior center, so they wanted me to teach beginning computers for them through the Baltimore City Community College. That you said that they stopped, all of that. So
That's
I
right.
was teaching. I was one of those teachers that was teaching through Baltimore City Community College, and so they were like, "Well, we need something innovative for the seniors, some kind of a class." So I said, "Well, how about a memory class?" It was something that I always wanted to do. So they were like, "Well, we don't have a curriculum." I said, "I'll write it." And so I wrote the curriculum for it, and I started teaching this memory class at the Waxter Center. And then meeting a lot of people there, I started, I said, and then meeting people along the way and seniors who needed things. I said, they need a resource show, because there were so many seniors that I was going into their homes and they, needed things. And I would never come out with what I went in there for, because they would need so many more things. I would go in, I would find out that, things weren't getting done. The mail was piling up, they had literacy issues. Some of them were so sick that they couldn't. And that's why, the programs are closing, because they'll close down a program in a minute that they have funds for, saying, "Oh, these seniors aren't, they aren't responding," or whatever. But they never knew why they weren't, because they didn't do any studies. Because when they made those decisions, they didn't even have any seniors at the table.
Yes.
To make, the decisions, so they're making decisions for people, for things that they think or that they should have, but not knowing what they really need. Right. So that was the thing. So I was like, I was finding out that there were companies that I won't name, but it was a lot of companies that they were overcharging them stuff that they don't even need on their bills. And, so I bought in all of these companies, not saying that these companies that I'm about to name were the ones who were the culprits, but they have senior programs that they don't even advertise to the seniors, right? And the seniors, when they call, it's hard for them to even get through. Right. So I said, I need to have a resource show and invite BGE and Xfinity and T-Mobile and all of these places and, all of these companies that have dealings with seniors, but the seniors are not getting what they should get from them, And so I had this big resource show, I had, the hospitals there, and they were doing all kinds of things that high steppers,
Yes,
perform.
the high steppers.
The high steppers are a performance group with the Waxter Center that they do performances. They're a dance group. So they do all kinds of dances. They tap dance. They do all kinds of line dancing. So they did that. So I even had them as entertainment. So because my thing was to use all of the seniors to put on this program. Because why put on a program when you have seniors that can do things instead of bringing out other people, right?
That's right.
And so so that's how the Waxter Center became near and dear to my heart. When I got there, I'm seeing the seniors who are, older seniors, but they still have so much life, right?
Yes.
So much life, so many things that they can still do. They bring so much, knowledge to the table in the jobs that they held and the careers that they once held at some point are still viable. Right. And so that was my whole thing. And out of that birth, I continue to do things with seniors. And I had adopted all of the, Tommy's looking at me again like, I know you did. And I grabbed him along with it.
Santa Claus.
Not just Santa, elf.
Elf.
He was my elf. Last year he graduated to Santa. He was initially my elf, right? And I have a lot of elves, right? I have elves that donate, to the things that I do. So out of that, when I wasn't doing the research shows, and I still have to do something for seniors. So one year I adopted it was on TV. That someone came on TV, which you should do the whole TV thing because it'll get, good notoriety. So it was a TV thing. So they were like, oh, we need to someone to adopt this, senior, center. I was like, oh, I can do that. So I went there and I'm like, oh, okay. So when I went there, I'm looking like, okay, where's the senior center? They're like, this is it. I'm like, no, this is in a senior apartment building that has like 3 buildings and hundreds of people. And so they said, yeah, that's it. I'm like, okay. And so I'm still smiling, like acting like I didn't bite off more than I could chew because I'm thinking it's a senior center, but it was a senior apartment complex. So now my mind is racing. I'm like, well, what can I do? So I ended up doing an auction. Right. So I did an auction. And so people were, people donated food and donated things to this auction. So he was the elf while we were there. And it wasn't
that bad. I'm showing you that face because every year I get drafted.
He gets voluntold. Right. And so that's how it started. So we did this big auction and I printed out all this fake money and the seniors were bidding on all this stuff for free, so I printed out all this fake money and I had all this stuff on the table and some of the people had their grandkids there and one little girl, she was like Vanna White and Vanna Black and it was so much fun. And so I said, I should do this every year.
Yes.
So the next year, I adopted all of the senior centers in.
We did like 5 in 1 year.
We did like 7 because it was 9. So we did like 7 of them.
And her car's packed up like a sled.
Yes, and I had all of the bags of all of the things. My girlfriend, Cheryl Lindsay, she's an amazing baker, and she baked cakes and cupcakes for every center. So we went in there, running in every center. Took because they knew the directors of the centers knew we were coming, but the people who were there did not. So it was a big surprise for them.
Mhm.
And just to see their faces, because we did all centers in one day.
And one day.
In one day. So we went to every center. So it's called Hit and Run Santa for Seniors. That means you hit the center and you run and you hug them and you give them the gifts and you give them the cake or their cupcakes
and you're gone.
and you're bounced, right? And so we go in there, we're dancing and we're screaming and happy, Merry Christmas, ho ho ho.
I
And
love it.
Acting like
I love
Christmas
it.
fools.
acting like Christmas.
I love it.
And so, but the thing is, there are people out there who donate to this every
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
year, I did a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe went over the amount that I even asked for. I just wanted, and this is for your center.
Yes.
So I stopped doing all of the centers because, after COVID, I said, well, I need to get back to this. I just want to do something. So I said, well, let me just do the Waxter Center, which is near and dear to my heart, right? And when I had my mom lived to be 103, and
Yes.
she was even there at my thing, so that it's near and dear because she was there with me when I did my resource center, my resource show. But I noticed that people need stuff,
Yes.
right? So last year, how I got there this year to talk to you and how I met you, I gave out these things called What I Need. It's like a little bubble. You know how you get a little bubble over your head?
Yes.
And so I just gave out that paper and I said, I told them to write on there things that they need. And not what we want, what they want, but what they need. And out of that, I got some things and I was able to fulfill some of those wishes, not all of them. And the things that they were asking for, it was kind of like some of them said, oh, I just need love in my heart. I was like, oh, I just need love, or I just need this, or I have everything, but some people were asking for things and, some of the wishes I fulfilled. So I said, let me run that back, this year. And so that's what I came down to meet Dominic and Meet about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I mean, we doing. I mean,
Yes, that is what is happening. So this year I decided to do instead of what I just gathering things. Now it's what they need. So today, Beach and Dominic, I sent it already to them. So
Yes.
they're giving all of the seniors the thing to sign up about what they need. So
Okay.
it's 3 things that the seniors can sign up. Not saying that they'll get everything that's on that list, but at least they can. And then the people that I'm reaching out to can pick a senior just like you do the Make-A-Wish Foundation,
yeah.
or pick a mitten off of a tree or something like that. Then they'll be able to pick a senior that they would like
Okay.
to
I'm gonna
do
need
something
you to
for.
tell people how to support you
Okay.
and what if they have a senior.
Okay, so the easiest way to do it is to on my Facebook page. I am Katasha Smart on my Facebook page. Instant message me. I always do that right now. That's the easiest way to contact me because I'm also doing other things. But that's the easiest way to say, "Hey, Katasha Smart, Katasha, last name Smart, Smart, and my email is tbzy@yahoo." Right. And so that's the quickest way. I can give you the business one, but I'm not always up, but they can reach me there
Mhm.
and they can say, hey, I want to, donate, or I want to pick a senior, but the information is going to be going out the first next Monday, where the whole everything is going to be going out saying, hey, these are the seniors, this is the website that you can go to, because it's going to be a website that they'll be able to go to and pick a senior, right?
Oh, great.
And so they'll be able to go
you're
to
going
this.
to do this. I mean, this is amazing. And doing furlough, doing where we are. So you're going to need help. You're going to need some people that can afford the help. Financially, how do they donate?
So they can donate by so I right now what is happening is that information is being handled right now with me and the Waxter Center, because we're trying to figure out the best way to make that happen. But if they want to donate, I haven't put the GoFundMe out yet for them to donate, but on this site that is going to be that I'm putting out, that's where they donate. They donate on this site. So that
So they can
site,
just go to your messenger
Yes.
and say, I'm in. And that way you know who to notify.
Yes, and then they will have the link to the site, and all of that is going out on a flyer, right? So
Okay.
all of that is happening on a flyer. It's gonna, it's gonna be like, hey, this is the Santa for Senior this year, just like I did it last year. It was hit and run Santa for Seniors and all of that kind of thing. So, just stay tuned. It's the best that I can tell you right now. And so they will be able to,
Wait a minute,
pick
just a minute.
senior.
What time is it?
9 o'clock. You got 30 minutes.
9:30?
No, you got 30
Yeah,
minutes.
You got 30 minutes.
So basically, that is it. So last year it was a really big success. I went in over the GoFundMe, went over. There were people who donated. Shout outs to all of the people out there who did that and made it really happen for seniors. And these are things that, I'm making sure that the things on there are attainable and nothing over the top,
Right.
just so they can get something.
Yes.
Because these are, seniors are our orphans now, a lot of them.
Mhm.
And that's how I look at it, because sometimes the things that we give to them, especially Thommy, when you go in there, the hugs that you get, some people, those are the only things that they may get, and other things that are donated to them, because you did have some other donators, people who were, donating things. So the other donations, but these things are the only things that they may get for Christmas. They don't have family, and this is my last thing that I'm going to say with that.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
I know you.
Oh, shut up. But this is the last thing that I want, and this is for all the business owners out there, big, small, in between. Get a dedicated senior line for seniors.
Yes.
Get a dedicated senior line for seniors, because seniors are coming to your businesses. They're calling, and it's push 1, push 2, push 3, push 4, push 5. By the time they push 3, they forgot who they called. You're getting stuck in another queue. Now you got to wait in that queue, and then you come back, and then you got somebody on the phone who is impatient.
That's right.
Who is not, willing to take the patience that's needed to help the seniors.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
Because
it
if you have a dedicated Spanish line, how many times do you call? And then if you want Spanish, press 1. If you want this language, get a dedicated Spanish line. Get somebody that's part-time in your company. Give that duty to them, or full-time in their company. Let them have that duty, because if you are servicing seniors, then seniors need to be serviced.
And not only that, don't forget that some of us do have the money for certain items.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do, and we're paying it.
Yes,
We're
are.
already paying it. We're already paying, the big companies out there. We're already paying, the streaming companies, the
That's
companies.
right.
Now you're talking that language. Dollars count.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're paying the streaming companies. We're paying the companies that service us. We're paying, the companies that, all of these companies need, that they are paying on a monthly basis, right? They need to be able to reach you.
Give your contact information again.
My name is Katasha Smart, Katasha. Last name Smart, Smart. I am on Facebook. My email is tbzy@yahoo. It's tbzy@yahoo. That's the quickest way to get in touch with me.
Is Savvy Senior still up?
Yes, and Savvy. So you can also reach me at info@SavvySeniorShopper.com. That's info@SavvySeniorShopper.com. And you can reach me on that.
And your memory classes?
And my memory class is starting.
When?
I forgot.
Listen.
I'm on it.
Look,
I'm on it.
But listen, this is the funniest part. The funniest part is, if the seniors knew how often I lost my keys, they might not even come to my class. They wouldn't even come to my class. But it's a book out there called "Where Are My Keys?"
Yes.
And it's dedicated to seniors, right? And it talks about that. So about the memory class. So the memory class is going to be starting next Wednesday. It's going to be 3 consecutive Wednesdays at your center.
Yes. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So the memory class is going to be, and it's in honor of Alzheimer's Month, because November is Alzheimer's Awareness Month. So when I was there, Dominic and Meech asked me if I could do it because I was mentioning it and we were talking about that. I'm like, oh, can you do that? I'm like, I would love to resurrect that memory class because the memory class, basically what it's a place to dispel the memory, the myth, right? To dispel the myth about I have Alzheimer's or I have dementia or whatever. So it talks about all of that. So just because by the time you walk to the refrigerator, you forgot what you went there for, it doesn't mean that you lost your memory, right? And just because by the time you get upstairs, you forget what you went up there for, it doesn't mean you have dementia or Alzheimer's. You know, that's what they call a fleeting memory. And if you don't lock memories in, so when I wrote the curriculum, I coined the phrase, remember to remember.
Nice.
Because you have to remember things, right?
Yes.
And so I kind of trademarked that and made it, a thing where it's, that's on all of my, my documentation. It's on my, the handouts that I give out because I give out handouts. And when people walk away, I give out prizes. So that's a fun thing. So I give out prizes to the seniors, at the beginning and the end of class and everything because they have to do things there. It's interactive, very interactive. But I talk about, things that can affect your memory. It's not always
affect and enhance.
Affect and enhance.
Okay.
Because there are things that people, it's your medicines can affect your memory. You think you're just getting, dementia, also stress can, affect your memory, and just a whole lot of different things that you don't even think about. When you're worrying about stuff, you forget. And it's just,
so what time next Wednesday?
So next Wednesday, it starts from 10 until 12:30, 3 consecutive Wednesdays. And it's going to be, it's called, it's a memory class. It's called Remember to Remember.
It's called Remember to Remember.
All right.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay.
Well, what's interesting is that except for little Tracy over there, I think these are Dynamo seniors in here, and we're actually the modern senior.
Yes, we
People
are.
still have this
We are.
image of seniors that that traditionally was the way they painted it. But we live in a longer lifespan.
Absolutely.
We have better health saving
Yes.
opportunities.
Yes.
So
and we're keeping ourselves healthy. I mean, just
Yes.
has a pole dancing class. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
and line dancing
Come
and pools
on.
and when I came in, they tried to get me in the
Come on.
ceramic class.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, I'm with it.
Yes, because and one thing in the memory class that we do talk about is you have to do those things
Yeah.
because your memory, your mind, your brain is a muscle, and you have to exercise it, right? You have to do things to keep it, to keep it going, to keep your memory.
And socializing is very important.
Socializing is very
It
important.
is.
And I talk about that as well because one of the things that, that we think is a smart thing or everything that's smart now are dummying you down,
That's right.
Yeah.
right? Smartphones are dummying you down. So, when we were growing up, my mom was one of them. My mom was our family's archivist. She remembered everything. She remembered everybody's phone numbers, everybody's addresses.
Yeah.
She remembered the whole family tree. She remembered all of that. Guess what? Because she didn't have things that were dummying her down, right? She did, because now, how many people remember everybody's phone numbers?
No.
That's one of the things that I kind of have problem with right now. My wife has a thing that says when the grandchildren come over to the house for Christmas or whatever it may be, she has a thing that all the cell phones are placed there.
Absolutely.
And any conversation you have is talking to the person as opposed to on their phone. Put 'em down.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Kids today, that's all they do. They can't really carry on conversation.
They cannot.
Mhm.
They cannot. And you're absolutely right about that. And it's taking away from the socialization of the world.
Yes.
They do not know how to communicate anymore. Everything is, and it's taking away from even their spelling. Everything is abbreviated.
That's right.
Everything is abbreviated.
Y'all gotta
and,
move to
you know.
youth. No, they got enough attention.
You know what I mean? But it's very important, that the whole smart things are dumbing you down, and that's a whole part of the brain thing that I
Yeah.
teach.
Three. Is that much left?
Okay. And that's the whole thing that we teach.
Yes.
We teach that, you know, when you are doing things, try to remember things. Remember to remember them. And that whole thing about the cell phones and that kind of thing, when you don't remember anymore, it causes your brain cells to go dormant. Right?
Mhm.
Because that whole part of your brain where you used to remember phone numbers, you used to remember
Yeah.
addresses, you used to be your own GPS.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
You used to
Right.
have to read a map to
Yeah.
get places, right?
Yeah.
That part of your brain isn't being used anymore. So those cells go dormant.
Dormant.
Yeah.
They
That's
go
right.
out poof. Poof.
So wait a minute. So let's give your
Right.
contact information again, please.
It is info@savvyseniorshopper.com
Mhm.
or tbzy@yahoo.com. And I am Katasha Smart on Facebook. Hit me up on my messenger and just, you know,
IG.
yes. Same thing. On there, I'm Kitty in the house.
Okay. See.
You
Hey,
know.
wait a minute. What's your name?
You know what? And with that being said, you need to come to my memory class.
That's right.
When is it?
So please, everyone,
Yeah.
if you have any family or seniors or family members, you know, this is even for caregivers, because caregivers are really important in this
Yes.
whole process
Mhm.
of taking care of. Come to the Waxter Center. Come there for the $25 membership, if nothing but for the gym alone.
That's right.
You know, come for the classes, come to take part in things. And
Do they
the
need
Waxter
$25
Centers-
next Wednesday?
No, they do
No,
not.
they do not. Okay.
No.
All right. We got. No.
So I just like to say we really truly appreciate the opportunity to at least share with your listeners the kind of problem that we're trying to fight with every day. And one of the things we want you to do, if you are eligible between 55 better and older, consider it. $25 for an entire year, if it's no more than sit and talk to people.
Even if you don't show up.
So is there any way that people can contact you? Maybe they just maybe you lost contact. You want to use the center?
The center phone number is 410-396-1324. And if they want to contact the Waxter Warriors, it's Waxter Warriors at yahoo.com.
So that's for next Wednesday.
Could you spell that,
Yes.
please? Just in case.
Yes,
Oh,
Waxter.
Please.
WAXTERRRIORS at yahoo.com.
And it's invited for other people to stand with you in
Yes,
solidarity.
That's
They
right.
can come in, right? They can come.
Yes.
Okay. And your contact information, I mean, anybody want to reach you? I saw you got a lot of information. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
so what is the website for the Waxter Center? It doesn't have.
But if it doesn't have one, there's a lot of IT
We can
people out
use-
there that would love to volunteer. So
Mm.
would they give an email to the Waxter Center, Waxter Warriors?
Yes, they can contact us through the Waxter Warriors at yahoo.com.
Oh,
Most
okay.
definitely.
Okay, and I can both of you. I appreciate each because coming in here. You know, we try to. What her? What's her name too? What's her name?
No. Leave alone. Leave alone.
You can't hear you, Tasha. If you saying something, they can't hear you.
But I want you to say it for me. They also have a media pop-up where seniors can come and find out about how to use their media and how to use their cell
okay,
phones.
yeah.
and how to
So they
use
have a
that.
media
I'll be
pop-up?
doing
Yeah,
that.
we have that there too. Yeah.
So, any final words that you want to say or anything? First of all, let me ask you this: where would you optimistically like to be this time next year?
This time next year,
Yes.
where we would like to be at the center,
So if there's a secret Santa or somebody out there that says, you know what, I'm gonna give it to you. What next year? What would you like to say we did?
I would like to say that we have confirmed and certified the fact that either the center that we're in now is going to be redone in a multi-generational fashion with a working pool, working air conditioning
In a year.
That's right. In a year, it can be done.
Okay.
Or within 2 years,
Mhm.
we can stay there at the location that we're in there for 2 years. And at the end of 2 years, we have a brand new center, not on the grounds that we're on now, if the city wants to sell that property,
Mhm.
but at one of 2 locations. And one would be the new state office complex that's being developed under Governor Westmore,
Mhm.
or at Madison and McMecken Street, that entire square block, I believe that's the 2400 block, where Utah Marshburn is located. And
Okay.
that school has been closed for at least 3 years now. Mhm.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
it.
So next year you'll be happy if that happens. Y'all hear that?
One of those 2 things. One of those two
one-
things.
So, Governor Moore, you hear what she wishing for?
Governor Moore.
I wouldn't say contact Governor Moore.
I know,
You
I-
have-
Oh, no,
No,
don't
no,
contact
listen,
him.
no, listen.
No.
You have
No.
you have 2 lawmakers. You have your senior in your house.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, your senate in your house.
Mhm.
Contact them. A lot of people forget that they work for you. A lot of
Can't
people
tell.
forget.
You can't tell.
Of course you can, because closed mouths don't get fed.
Right. And
So if you don't tell them you need it,
Yeah.
guess
Right.
what? They don't.
they don't know. We're in that process. We've already done the city council with letters. There's a very wonderful person that.
know your state.
Oh yeah, we're doing the
Okay.
state too, but
Okay.
as far as city is concerned, the
Uh-huh.
city council members did not know anything about what was going
Mm.
proposed for the
Mm.
center.
Got
That's it.
Got you.
And we have someone that has helped us, and we will have a petition ready to rock and roll next week.
Wow.
Got you.
That's right.
Okay.
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 And I have Antonio Hayes, who is
Yeah.
our district person.
He's in Baltimore a lot, and he also goes to Baltimore Center Stage a lot. So if you were to go to one of those plays at Baltimore
Yes.
Center Stage, you will see him face to face, and he has no problem talking to you face to face.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank you.
he's always at Baltimore Center Stage. I've been putting
Yes.
this information out there.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Buster,
Again,
a year from now.
well, I think Rose pretty much laid out what we would like to see. I think one of the things we would like to see though is if there's any way that the powers that be can have some seniors, and we would be willing to sit in with you and help you plan which way you want to go for the citizens, the seniors in Baltimore City. That's one of the things I like to
Okay.
be a part of it.
I had to add one more thing. Is right. What people don't realize is that we are you. So you know what? If you don't help us fight for something that's for you in the end, there'll be nothing.
That's right.
So thank y'all both, and
No, thank
what's
you.
her name too?
Good memory, lady.
Yeah.
Tracy. Again,
Yeah.
Tracy, you are always a wealth of information during the show.
That's another thing too. Chase Bank. Chase Bank is always in black and brown neighborhoods.
Yes.
And if you have capital, which it sounds like you do, they'll match your capital. And also they will find funders that will help match as well. So contact your person at Chase Bank. And this is not, let me say this, it is not me rallying for Chase Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want anybody to say, oh, Tracy said Chase Bank. Nope. I did not say go to Chase Bank. What I'm saying is Chase Bank is in black and brown communities. They like to help black and brown communities. And if you have a matching partner, they will help you match or find someone who will match with you.
Well, I need to say, I really feel optimistic that this is going to do. You know, when my friend, the CEO that runs the station, said do this, I procrastinated for a long time, and then we did it. 3 years later, and the community has just been open. So y'all are treasure to come in and do this. Take time to come down and to do this, and we keep doing more and more and more and more. So as you progress, you want to come back and
Yes.
or say something, please come back.
We sure will. We sure will.
If you
Most
have an
definitely.
event and you think you need to tell people,
Yes.
come back
Okay.
and say, hey, I need to tell them about this. We having what's her name come in and
She's not laughing anymore.
No,
She gives it out.
she's not paying attention. If she takes her glasses off, she can't hear. Tracy,
Yeah, I know Misha too. I called her
I love
Micah, and I still call her Micah, but her name is Misha. I like
Really?
Micah, and she was like, "Everybody go, Micah thinks my name's Micah, but it's Misha."
Yes.
She actually taught. She started teaching pole classes, so people can have upper
Mhm.
body strength, and she used to do pole classes with her grandmother until
Yes.
her grandmother passed.
wow.
And we'll call her
And-
grannies.
Yeah,
I'm
Y'all are the
sorry.
grannies.
So now she does her grannies, and at one point she used to be on social media a lot, spotlighting her grannies. But she got to the point where she got so busy that instead of seeing it on social media, she invites people to her classes, which is a great thing.
Yes.
I need to invite her to come to our house music. We are
Sure.
wide range. I mean, the oldest people we have to come is 80 years old. Come every
Yeah,
year.
every year.
Okay.
Grab a chair, pack a picnic basket,
Yeah.
Is
enjoy.
that when the peninsula?
Yes,
yes.
yes.
When we're down
That's
at
one
the
of them.
peninsula?
That's one of them.
One of them? One of them.
And maybe we can talk
Okay.
to try to bring it to there.
Probably
to the
that's
center.
Nelson as well.
You know, because
Yeah.
they would love it. They would
Oh,
love
she
it.
would. She would. I'm going to speak on her behalf.
Yeah.
She would love to.
Okay,
She's
okay.
a very, very outgoing person.
Yes.
If you have an idea, she's one of those people that's like, come on, let's do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could put a big old pole like the mountain, and I could swing upside down back.
She'll teach you how to do it too. I ain't gonna lie to you. You'll be dancing on a pole within 3 weeks.
That's right.
Y'all laughing.
She's good. I'm telling you, she's really,
She
really
is
good.
very good.
Yeah,
Extremely
like-
good. Yes.
Literally, you'll be dancing on a pole like you've been doing it for years within 3 weeks.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's
So
up.
Misha's
So
a good
is
thing.
this pole dance? Just curious. Is it only women?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
You have some men.
No, we had some grannies, some grandfathers.
Do it.
Mhm.
Yes.
And how long were they in the hospital? What? No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
It helps a lot with upper body strength.
It does.
A whole lot.
We have one lady that has 8 rods in her back, and she does it.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
really good.
So once they get that pool up and stuff like that, which you
Can we
know,
put a pole in the pool?
no. You know, so,
No.
Oh, you can do puffy and fill the pool with. Never
No,
mind.
Tracy. Oh, Lord.
I like that,
Baby
Tracy.
oil.
No,
All
no.
right.
We're
See,
gonna go
see,
back
see?
to drop a couple honey. I see it coming.
Just kidding.
well, thank you both for coming in.
thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome to come back anytime. Yeah.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for all the information.
Oh,
too,
it's no
Tracy.
problem at all.
Definitely.
I'm gonna see if I can get some contacts at Chase Bank too, so you guys can go straight to them.
Okay.
But I know up Mondawmin,
Yes.
there's a where Target used to be.
Yes.
It's nothing but resources.
Sis-
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
saw they opened it. Yes.
Yeah, and that's been open for a while. A lot of people don't take advantage of it because there's a lot of resources, and Chase Bank is right across the street for a reason.
Okay.
So they'll give you the resources, and you can go across the street and talk to Chase about getting things done.
Okay.
And according to when I was working at Baltimore City, when you go to Baltimore City with a plan, a written out plan, and a way to raise and also match the money, they'll work a lot faster
Yes.
because you'll have everything concrete.
Mhm.
Now, if you go to them with ideas, you can come with an idea, but if you come with an action plan,
Yes.
they will kick themselves into action. And if you approach Mr. Nunley about that, he'll help you out. But he drags his feet a lot.
Tracy.
What?
Tracy.
He knows.
Tracy.
He knows.
That mute button is not working.
Unless you
No,
unless you got
don't
a
join.
bucket,
Don't
unless
join,
you got a
don't.
bucket of
don't.
fish or popcorn.
Oh, don't do it. Don't be.
But
Don't.
he'll jump at fish and popcorn. You can tell him I said it. But anyway.
he might
So-
be listening.
That's right. It's gonna be played over and over again on Facebook, like on YouTube. So like, don't.
Oh, that's cool.
All
Cause he'll call
sentiments
me.
and concerns with Tracy are the
He'll call
station
me.
is not responding. Power 410 is not going
Listen, I'm not surprised my phone ain't ringing yet. He'll call me. But
So if you're
But yeah,
out there
if you
and
have an action
like
plan,
these
he'll
kind
do
of
it.
people to come in, you have something you think that needs a voice in Baltimore community, or you're from somewhere else but you'll be in Baltimore, contact us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We say localized Baltimore because we don't have phones enough. We eventually we can talk to you. But right now you need to come in, and I really like it better because you get people to relax and you get to talk. You know what I mean? The
Yes.
phone is kind of cold. It's not the same, but it's quite.
I hope
what?
we get our phone so I can hang up on people.
You're not gonna be doing the phone. No, we're
Oh,
not having
man.
you. You're not. So if you're out there and you have
Especially with-
anything, I don't care what it is, it's stuff like this, and it's not just about African Americans. It's about Baltimore. You Baltimore. You can come in. You can come in, and we'll talk about it because we got to take back what is trying to be stripped from us. Y'all feel me? You with me? Tracy, take us out of here.
But one more thing.
Oh Lord.
Y'all don't miss that. You know, I know we got the cell phones and everything, but when we had actual phone, you can hang up and it go like this. You know, make that noise.
Like you trying to put it on the hook?
Yeah, like that was the best part about having a phone because you get mad at somebody be like ching ching, you just pick it up and slam it down 3 times like they can hit. But anyway,
Only you did that, Tracy.
I think everybody did that.
It's time for meditation. It's time for
Hold
meditation.
And the rotary phone.
Tracy.
Your fingers were so strong back in the day when you had those rotary phones. I'm just saying.
She's gone.
So we have a couple of minutes, and
No, we
don't.
Lance is over this sleep.
No, I'm saying we got a couple of minutes because you know how people's memories are.
Who?
So out there in Radio Land and also Facebook.
No. Let's cut it. I think we complete.
All right,
Take us
so
home so we can get out of this cold building.
we got a couple more minutes to say, please visit our YouTube so you can see some of the links where you can donate. Hint, hint, GoFundMe. So you can donate to the senior fund. Hint, hint, GoFundMe.
So Tracy, are
And
you
then you
posting
can also-
the information about them on our YouTube so they can
Yeah,
say, go see that?
it'll all be in the description. So
Okay.
everybody that we have
All
on there, if they give a website or something like that,
Mhm.
or a GoFundMe page or whatever, go right to the YouTube, click on the link. You don't have to do anything, and you can donate, or you can see the senior citizens, senior savvy seniors.
That's close.
Yeah.
That's close. You
Savvy
come next
seniors.
Wednesday though. It'll help you out.
On Wednesdays is when I do my Spanish classes, so I'll be speaking Spanish very soon. Exactly. So I'm gonna try to put as many links there as possible. We're gonna need you to go to YouTube and click on them. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for listening to the Power 410 radio show. I'm sorry, the Thommy Davis show on Power 410. And download the app. Again, get on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. Because how many? We need 95 more followers?
It's been 95. It's been 80.
Oh,
It was
80.
80.
80 more followers. Power 410. You can follow
And
us
we can go
on.
live. If you get to 80, we can go actually live on Facebook without them shutting us down.
Right, or you can go on YouTube and watch it live and rewatch it and then share it with your people. And also help those people share it with their people. So, and also, if you would love to hear us in stereo, just download the app, the Power 410 app. And did you have anything else to say before I sign us off?
Good night.
Okay, so good night, everyone in Radio Land, and thank you for tuning in every Monday from 7:30 to 9:30 to the Thommy Davis Show.
Oh, you remembered it this time. Don't forget Wednesdays, not the Power 410 radio show. You said Thommy. Wednesday be there, skip Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
¿Qué pasa?
I can, because you never know when you're gonna need it. I believe
I'm
mommy.
teasing.
Hablo,
you are
hablo
value to this show.
mamianos.
And
So
you
we
will
can
not.
start doing this.
Wait a minute. Next week, Tracy will not be here.
Oh yeah, I will not be here. I will be here in spirit. I will be in LA. You know what? Since I'm there, I should game show hop. So y'all might see me on Let's Make a Deal again. But this time I want to get picked. Why?
Just how you got dressed right. You got dressed right.
No, I always dress right.
No, not that way.
Because I've been on Let's Make a Deal 6 times and they put me right behind Wayne Brady. So you always see me in the background.
Yeah.
But they never pick me. So if they don't pick me this time, you're going to see.
You can't put on something real short or something like that.
You're going to see Tracy Stevens, flying neck kicking, Wayne Davis. Wayne Brady.
Do the popcorn.
Wayne Brady in the back of his neck. So if you see something flying like shh, and it's white, red, and yellow, that's Tracy. Flying neck kicking, Wayne Brady in the back of his neck because I didn't get my prize.
Y'all have anger management there on Thursday.
I hope Wayne Brady is listening.
Like,
So he will pick up.
I'm going to take Ninja Stars with me too. But anyway, thank you for listening to the Thommy Davis Show on Power 410 every Monday. So that means every Monday you need to tune on to the show. And if you would like to be a guest, please contact Thommy Davis. You had Thomas
Wednesdays, baby. Wednesdays.
I can have Thomas Davis because they can't contact you on your fan page.
No.
Yeah, they have to go to your real page.
They have to go to Messenger on
Okay.
Thomas Davis.
Right. Or Tracy Stevens, TracyStevens, and let us know that you want to be on the show. And when you contact you back, make sure you let us know that you actually want to be on the show. Because if not, I'm going to find out where you live. Anyway, you have a great night.
One more thing. I appreciate y'all. I love when y'all come up and tell me that you watch the show and talk. But I love that. I'm an interactive guy. I might look like I don't want to be bothered, but that is not true. This is how we heal. It's by you telling me what you like and what you don't like.
You look like that because they need a mint.
Because what?
They need a mint. I'm joking.
We're trying to raise money for a mute button for Tracy. So that way I can just hit it. But Tracy, so you're listening to the Thommy Davis Show with co-host Tracy Stevens.
They won't be here next week. So please contact Thommy.
If the numbers double, she will not be back.
Contact Thommy if you would like to be on the show because I will not be able to look at my messengers next week. Please contact Thommy.
No, I just can do music, because that's where we started, which is all music. I could just do all music.
Yeah, and then I'll get a whole bunch of phone calls. I contact Thommy. He ain't contact me back. So yeah.
I'm not good.
All right, so next week maybe some music.
Yeah.
And again, good night, everyone. Have the bestest day in the world. All right, I'm just doing all this. All right.
Yeah.
Show over. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, you gotta get to YouTube and stuff before I jump up. All right, good. That's gone.
Thank you.
That's interesting.
That was exciting.
2 hours. I have a different respect now for people who want to raise it.
Give the gab. You have to give the gab and keep it flowing.
You can't have
Thank you for everything so far.
We never have that.